So walkers, the other day I explained to you about the garden and the weeding that we did and all of the work that was done, the feeding, the weeding, the watering, and all of that. Well, it's funny how you can put a little bit of work into your garden and then all of a sudden you see the results. So I'm going to show you some results because today is Tuesday and we weeded and did some feeding and all that. We did all of that on a Saturday. So you say Saturday, okay, and then you say, all right, 2 days later, so Sunday, Monday, and here we are. And it's funny because my mixed bell peppers have grown. The other thing I've noticed about my garden is that the tags that I used and that Jalen wrote the words on, those were written in a Sharpie and they're starting to fade. So now I think that while I got the tags and everything, I think what I need to do is actually cover those with like clear tape. So anyway, here we go. Look over here. First off, let's talk about this tag right there that we were talking about a few seconds ago. That is starting to fade. So I think that we got to write on them with Sharpies and then put like some kind of like mailing tape over top of it, clear tape. And then that will probably preserve the signs so we know what we have in our garden. Again, if you look at the other video and then you look at this video, you can see that there's a big growth happening here. There's a big growth happening there, even though I don't know what that bug is anyway. And there's a big growth happening there. My green beans, they're looking a little bit more alive. You can see some of the budding happening here. So right there. And then if you look over here, here are the carrots. And then again, I know I made a big boo-boo probably. I actually planted carrots and I think those are green beans because they look like the other green bean stalk. But oh well, we're gonna see what becomes of that. The other thing you'll notice is that now look at my lettuce. They're very lush. This little baby here, he was really tiny. So he is growing. I have no idea of what these are. I hope they're not weeds and I'm crazy, but remember, I'm not a gardener. I'm just play one on TV. So anyway, the garden is definitely growing. Something is digging in my garden because my garden wasn't like that. So I'm working on some covers for these gardens. That's going to be something I need to purchase shortly so that I can cover these gardens over. Right now, whatever's digging is not interested in the plants that are growing right now, but when they start to bear, you know, fruit or whatever you want to call it, they'll probably become interested. So anyway, here are the results of some weed and feed. And again, I did spray these with the fungicide. I need to read the directions and see how often I need to spray these with fungicide so that whatever's, you know, little ones are trying to eat my little leaves are not going to continue eating them. So I'm not sure how often you're supposed to apply. So I'll go back and look at the directions. And again, I'll have to fix these signs that are fading. But our garden's on a roll and I'm thinking about some new things to plant.